Hello everybody, Rogue Fox here, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today, I'll show you how to make the Bedrock Brewing Station. As the name implies, the Bedrock Brewing Station only works for Bedrock Edition. Now, what sets this build apart from all the other brewing stations out there is the fact that we are using a redstone mechanic that is exclusive to Bedrock Edition only. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at how this works. Let's say I want to craft a lingering potion of fire resistance that will last for 2 minutes instead of 45 seconds. Now this may look like most brewing stations out there, but let's go ahead and get started. So of course we do need nether wart, so let's go ahead and select our nether wart. To make a fire resistance potion, we need magma cream. Now to extend the duration of our potion, we need redstone. Now before we can make a lingering potion, we first need to turn our potion into a splash potion. So to do that, we need to select our gunpowder. And then finally, to make this a lingering potion, we need to select our dragon's breath. Once all of our ingredients have been selected, we come back down here. We're going to press our button. Now notice that some chests have retracted. Now the only chests that have retracted were the ingredients that we selected. So if we go ahead and take a look at our brewing stand, there is our nether wart. And if we take a look under the hood here, there is magma cream, our redstone, our gunpowder, and our dragon's breath, all in the correct order. For the Bedrock Brewing Station, you will need a 22x7 area. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our supplies. And there we go. There are all the supplies we'll need for this build. Now this build will be a little bit more expensive to make. Notice that we do have 22 hoppers here, 53 repeaters, 17 sticky pistons, and obviously this isn't something that you build early on, but this is something that you definitely want to make in your world. Now also take note that this is a dropper, not a dispenser. And for your building blocks, you'll probably need a few stacks of those. With that being said, if you want to pause the video, go ahead and do that. Grab your supplies, and then we'll jump right into the build. What we're going to do first is place in our brewing stand and then our hopper system. So what we want to do is come to the front left over here, come 3 blocks over and then 1 block back, place down a block with your brewing stand on top. Now go ahead and grab your hoppers, run a hopper into the top of the brewing stand right there. And from here, we want to come out 18 hoppers. So all we do is crouch place. There we go, that is 18 hoppers, and you should be left over with a block space just like that. Once you have all of your hoppers in place, go ahead and come back to your brewing stand, and what we're going to do next is build up part of our wall just so we can have a guide for our redstone. So right here, we want to come up 4 blocks, and then 4 blocks on this side. Go ahead and grab your stairs, place a stair block right here, a stair block upside down, and then a block on top. So there we go, we're going to leave it just like that for now, and what we're going to go ahead and do is start placing down blocks for our repeaters. So come to the right and under this hopper right here, place down a block. And then all we're going to do is place down blocks all the way down to our last hopper. Right there. And then come 1 block back, we're going to do the same thing. 1 block down, run it all the way down to our last hopper, just like that. So your setup should look just like this. Now on these blocks, we're going to go ahead and place down our repeaters. So go ahead and place a repeater here, a repeater there. Leave those set to 1 tick, and then repeat the process all the way to the last hopper. And there we go. All of our repeaters are in place at the bottom. So again, your block should begin right under your hopper line, and then 1 more block back, you should have another set of blocks, and then you place repeaters right there. So there we go, that is all done. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is run these repeaters into blocks. So we want to come a block up right here. And then run these blocks all the way down again to our last hopper. Next, we're going to go ahead and grab some redstone torches. And on these blocks that we just placed down, go ahead and start placing down redstone torches on top. And after we do that, we're going to go ahead and place blocks above the redstone torches. There we go. Now let's go ahead and grab some blocks above these redstone torches, place down your blocks, and then run them all the way down. Right there. So again, we have our repeaters running into our block, going into redstone torches with a block above them. From there, go ahead and grab your sticky pistons and start lining them up right here, and they should all start extending. There we go, and it should finish at the wall that we just created. So that is that portion of the redstone all set up. Let's go ahead and start placing in our chests. Placing in the chests are very easy. All we need to do is come down to the end here, look at your sticky piston, and then place down your chest. And we actually want it to face sideways like that. That way we don't have to worry about them connecting. And then we bring it all the way down to our brewing stand. And there we go. So our chests are set up. Now all we need to do is wire up the redstone on the back side. Next, we want to come around to the back side of our build here. And what we're going to do is come 2 blocks out. So the easiest way to do this is to look at our torch right here, place down a block, and then a block out like that. And again, we're going to go ahead and run this all the way down to the beginning. And let's go ahead and do that. And then the same to this side. Bring it all the way down. There we go. From here, what we want to do is grab our repeaters once again, and then start running repeaters into the back of these blocks right here. Again, we're going to leave this set to 1 tick. Grab your redstone dust, and then go ahead and start throwing down redstone dust. And it should look just like that. So that redstone is all finished. Now the only thing we need to do is hook this up to our button down here. To wire up our button, what we need to do is finish off our wall on the left side. So go ahead and place 4 blocks like that. On the second block up, go ahead and place down your button here. Next, grab your dropper, come right behind the second block, and place your dropper facing up. Next, grab your hopper. We want to crouch place a hopper into the top of the dropper like that, and then place 1 item inside the dropper. What this is going to do is create a monostable circuit. So when we press our button right here, this is going to give us a quick pulse, allowing our chest to quickly retract, drop 1 item inside our hopper system, and then go back. Now, if we didn't have our monostable circuit and we press our button here, our chest would still retract, but the pulse would be long enough to allow multiple items to go into our hopper system, and that wouldn't be good. That would actually break our build. Now that we have our button and our monostable circuit all wired up, what we want to do next is come 2 blocks out like this, a block up right here, another block up like that, and then go ahead and connect these blocks. Next, grab your comparator, and what we want to do is run our comparator out from our dropper right there, and that will turn on because it's detecting the item inside the dropper. Go ahead and grab your repeater, place a repeater right there, grab your redstone dust, and then connect these lines. Now you will notice not all of these will be powered because redstone only goes 15 blocks in strength. So what we need to do is extend the power. And to do that, let's come back to the first repeater right here. Come a block out right here. On your second repeater, go ahead and knock that redstone out. That will turn all of this off temporarily. Come a block up right there, a block right there, and then a block up right there. Redstone dust right there. And then go ahead and run a repeater into this block right there, and that will turn everything back on. Now notice your second repeater will still be turned off, so what we need to do is place redstone dust right here. And at the moment we do have a little bit of a problem because this repeater is powering this block, which is powering this line, and right here it is making a little power loop. So to cut that off, what we need to do is simply place a block right there to cut off that line. Now what we have going on right here is 1 tick of delay, and as soon as we get right here, all of these repeaters are set to 1 tick, so 1 plus 1 equals 2 ticks of delay. And to balance things out, on this repeater right here, your second one back, go ahead and set that to 2 ticks, and your first repeater, we're going to leave that set to 1 tick. So this is 1 tick, and then the rest of these are all going to be on 2 ticks. The redstone portion of this build is almost finished. All we need to do now is come down here, throw down a line of blocks like that, and then 1 more row above it. And on the second block here, go ahead and start placing down your levers. There we go. All of our levers are now in place. So if we come down here to our button and press it, nothing should happen. It's not until we start flipping our levers, so let's do these 3 right here, and then we press it, something's going to happen. So there we go, or we can do every other one, like that. And there we go. From here, you can go ahead and start filling in all of your chests. So in this chest, I have every ingredient that we can use. So we have nether wart, magma cream, sugar, glistering melon, golden carrot, a spider eye, gas tear, blaze powder, puffer fish, a rabbit's foot, turtle shell, phantom membrane, redstone, glowstone dust, gunpowder, fermented spider eye, and then our dragon's breath. As far as the order of ingredients are concerned, netherwort always has to come first. You can't have any potion in Minecraft unless you begin it with netherwort. Now, if you remember, this is the one that we have set to 1 tick. All of the other ingredients will come out a tick after that. It shouldn't really be a problem because we have it first and just the way everything is lined up in our hopper system, but it gives us that extra peace of mind. Now, for your magma cream, all the way down to your phantom membrane, all these ingredients here can be in any order that you like. It's not until you get down to your redstone, your glowstone dust, your fermented spider eye, your gunpowder, and then your dragon's breath that you have to worry about order again. So what these last 5 ingredients are modifiers. So redstone will increase the duration of your potion, glowstone dust will enhance the level of your potion, a fermented spider eye will give your potion a corrupted effect, gunpowder will turn your potion into a splash potion, and then lingering potions, dragon's breath, will turn your splash potion into lingering potions. But you can't have a lingering potion unless it's a splash potion first. So that is why we need to have gunpowder before dragon's breath. And then as far as these other modifiers, let's say I make a potion, I want to extend the duration or enhance the level. That has to come before I decide to make it a corrupted effect. So that's why we have it in that order. And then, of course, after that, I want to turn that potion into a splash potion or a lingering potion. And that is why we have these last 5 ingredients in the order that they are. In regards to our modifiers right here, the only exception to the rule where a fermented spider eye needs to come before redstone is in the potion of weakness. So a potion of weakness would be netherwort and then a fermented spider eye. So you would have those 2 ingredients, you would come down here and press your button. Now, the only reason why we have a lever on netherwort in the first place is for this very reason, because once you have your potion of weakness down here, all we need to do is add redstone dust. So obviously we don't need more netherwort, so we can flip that off. And then we've already made our potion of weakness, so we can go ahead and flip that off. All we need is the redstone to extend the duration. So all we need to do is flip our redstone, press our button again down here, and then that will give us an extended duration on our potion of weakness. I know, I was talking for a bit, but hopefully you found that information helpful. So we do need to finish up this build. Now obviously I've already placed in my glass blocks with my item frames and all my ingredients on those frames. So what we're going to do is finish off the top of our build, so blocks up like that, and then stairs all the way across so we can still access our chests. And now we do need a chest for our water, so right here go ahead and knock out this block. Get your hopper, come around to the back side here. Crouch place a hopper into the side of your brewing stand like that, and then a hopper into the top of that hopper right there. So it should look just like this. And then we can go ahead and place in our double chest. One right there, and then one right there. So let's go ahead and open it up. Place our bottles of water inside. And then there we go. This thing is all ready to go. Now let's go ahead and make a quick potion. But before we do that, we do need to add blaze powder to our brewing stand, or else this isn't going to work at all. There we go. We have our blaze powder in place. Now, I did add these redstone lamps down here. It's just an extra feature that you can add if you like to, so you know exactly what you have on. So we have netherwort, and let's make a potion of slow falling. So phantom membrane, and then let's extend the duration. So our lamps are on, so we know exactly what is turned on. And then we're going to go ahead and press our button right here. Our chests retract, and then if we take a look inside here, there is our netherwort, and then under here we have our phantom membrane, and then we have our redstone dust. Before we end the tutorial, let's quickly look at the redstone behind this. So we have these items selected here, for example our netherwort, and then also our sugar. So the reason why this works and why this retracts and the others don't, we are giving this power, which is then going to shut off this redstone torch. So any of our ingredients that are not selected, the redstone torch is going to stay on. So that will always keep these pistons extended, preventing the chest from retracting. Now, because this one is turned off, so when we go ahead and press this, that quickly shuts off the power. So if both of these are shut off, that's going to allow the piston to retract, bringing our chest back. And like I said, this redstone torch down here is always going to stay on. So even though the power turns off up top, all the ingredients not selected will stay powered because of the redstone torches. And there you have it, everyone, the Bedrock Brewing Station. This is the end of our tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Rogue Fox, and I'm out. I'll see you later.